Hey guys, the editor here. Today I decided to close my editing software and voice in my own video for once. So here's 10 quick facts that you might not know about Angel Beats. Jun Maeda, the man behind Angel Beats' creation, made very little requests when it came to the character designs for the show. However, he did specifically ask that Yuri was given a hairband. This was taken from Yukiko Amagi's design from Persona 4, which was Maeda's favourite girl from the game. Maeda, I love you, but we all know Chie is the best. Speaking of Maeda, it turns out he found the process of scripting Angel Beats tiring and an overall challenge, as it was his sole responsibility. This was a big change for him, as while working on key visual novels he always had ample support from those he worked with. However, after the script was finished, Maeda moved on to composing and reportedly deeply enjoyed it, which isn't all that surprising with how many times he stated he loves making music. Girls Dead Monster may be a fictional band, but they did release 3 singles, an album, and even held multiple concerts across Japan after the show had aired. By the way, all of them sold out. Furthermore, for one of the band's 2 vocalists, Lisa, her performance in Girl Demo set her on track for a very successful music career. If you've never heard of Lisa before, her work includes both Fate Zero's and Sword Art Online's first opening. It turns out Girls Dead Monster wasn't the first band of the SSS. In fact, in Angel Beats' prequel manga, Heaven's Door, it's revealed that Yuri and Sheena were originally part of a band along with Hisako and Iwasawa, which went under the name 4 Guitar Women. However, they disbanded pretty quickly after a terrible first gig. It is often the case that information on the involvement of producers for anime is fairly limited, but we actually happen to know a lot about Hironori Toba, the Aniplex producer for Angel Beats. For example, we know that the concept came about from Toba approaching Maeda in October 2007, with the desire for an original screenplay that was key-like, with touching moments of laughs and tears. In an interview with Toba, he stated why PA Works was ultimately selected as the animation studio for Angel Beats. While watching True Tears, a show animated by PA Works, he was blown away by the quality of animation, and later brought up the studio with Maeda in a meeting. Having seen True Tears, Maeda had also been impressed with the studio, and shortly after, Toba made the formal proposal to PA Works to animate the show. In very early stages of her character's development, Maeda reported that Angel appeared visually similar to Shiki from Kano Kyokai, and stated her personality was that of a strong, brave girl. However, as you know, not only did her design change, but her entire character concept shifted towards being a silent and mysterious girl. Almost all of TK's notorious Cryptic English is taken from songs by TM Network, a Japanese rock band, which explains a lot.
Get chance and luck!
Angel Beats is full of key references, including the company's logo on coffee cans, the same glowing lights being seen in the opening as seen in Clannad, and even a stuffed Botan. While on the subject of Clannad, in an interview Maeda stated that he wanted to structure Angel Beats in a similar way to Clannad, with each character having their own story. This simply wasn't possible with the 13 episodes the show received, which is why he was glad he could make it happen with the recently released Angel Beats visual novel, which is gonna span 6 parts. By the way, Key/Visual Arts is actually translating the visual novel into English, so despite the sad fact that we are almost certainly not going to see more of Angel Beats in animated form, we will get to experience the world and characters in a different medium, which, if you're a fan like me, is much better than nothing. Thank you for watching, I've been Russ, and have a great night or day.